changed my boots. I was wearing some cowboy boots and changed into these snow hiker insulated waterproof boots. It's kind of that kind of day. You'll see I've only been sitting here long enough to change my boots. And you'll see the snow that's already blowed in and sugared in just a few minutes there. We're going to go truck driving here in a minute. And the tractor's over there. Get it to start here in a minute. It'll go good. It's 19 degrees and it is cold-acious. But you know, you put it in four-wheel drive just to get to work so you can go truck driving when you get there. And but we're gonna go. Today's a day to go. If you were waiting for that perfect day, you ain't gonna go very often in Wyoming in the winter. You got to take care. It's snowing pretty good out there, and we'll get that truck started, and I'll bring you back just before I turn the key to start it. So we'll check back in with you in a minute. Okay, we're ready to give it a go. Ready to give it a go. Oh, the radio's cranked here. Okay. All the radio's going and the CV's going, and okay. Here we go, here we go. What do we got here? Motor pressure, look at that. Look at that. Water will be coming up. I made to buy some diesel fuel. That ain't enough for today, and you don't run low on a day like today. But engine fan. Why is the engine fan on? I think it'll go off here in a minute after it runs for just a second. And this is park lights on. Okay, things are looking good. Let's get things the rest of the way ready and we'll go. All right, we're over here in the yard, Cheyenne, and it's April 3rd, and it is a wallered up old morning here, and I've spent some time getting the truck ready, and they said we were going to have 2 to 6 inches. I think we already got close to 6 out here, maybe, I don't know, but we're going to take a hard look at it. They're talking about having me not go. They said it's awfully slick. I don't know yet. I told them I had the truck all ready to go, and said, well, let me drive out to the truck stop and buy diesel fuel and look at the road just a little bit. And we're doing some road checks, and I said, let's take just a peek at it before we decide here completely. And they're kind of deciding, and I'm kind of deciding. We're all talking about it, so it's a good thing. And we got a lot of road closures and stuff, and but we'll take a look at it here, and we'll get the camera pointed back, and go here. How's that look? Let's tip her down just a twinge. Get her centered. All right. Seat belt. I turned the truck around here. I did a bunch of things. Let me see here. Let me play video games on my ELD, which is my electronic logging device. Everybody ought to have one. Okay, that's in order. All right, now the trucks, I want to make sure I don't have any froze up brakes here. Release them all. Turn left. Things turning on the left side. Okay, now we're going to make a swoop, an S curve. We're going to take a hard look at everything on the right side. Look hard, look hard. See, turning. I can't see that back one yet. A bigger S. You get her cranked hard. You do it this way. I don't know. I gotta see that back one there. Okay, 1, 2, both Trey. Okay, Trey, everything's turning on the right side too. So We're all turning. And I think I'm going to put my power divider in. I have lockers on the front axle, but the truck doesn't steer very good when I run that. It tends to want to just go straight. So you just put the power divider in. There isn't any traffic up here on the road. We'll pull out, and go truck driving. Boy, it is nasty old. The wind's blowed the snow off the road a little bit here, and it's icy underneath here. The wind has, we've had some warm weather, and there's some temperature in the road, so the initial snow fell and it just kind of thawed out and then froze back and turned to an ice underneath with a snow glaze on top. So we took my time doing everything. I need some diesel fuel, and I need some windshield washer fluid, and we'll take our time getting up to the truck stop here. This truck kicks my power divider out. It won't let me go. Oh, he's sliding his pickup around up here. Ooh, let's see here. He's got even an old camper rig. That's cool. That's cool. The Jeep. Alright, master your terrain, it says on the side. We'll take our time here. Ooh, we can't even leave the stop sign. The light, it's our turn to go. We're just sitting here. Whoa, I can't even pull out. The Spectrum Charter truck, boy, it is a slick one. It's a slick one. I couldn't even start up. That means we can't stop too good either. Now, I understand that the interstate is closed in every direction leaving Cheyenne except south. So you can't go west on Interstate 80. You can't go east on Interstate 80. You can't go north on Interstate 80. But you can go south to Colorado. So, and that's where I'm going today, is south. So I'm just gonna really pedal it gently here, and I'm pretty confident, my ability to handle and control the truck on the ice and snow. We gotta watch hard. I don't want somebody that ain't used to it crashing into me. That is a huge thing. Somebody take me out, that wouldn't work. Here comes another Jeep. But we got a lot of days in Wyoming that, you don't need a four-wheel drive pickup, but on the day that you need it, you really, really need it. So we get out here in the ugly and the wilds. What do we got here? I got 21 degrees right now, and I got to climb this real nasty little hill to get up on the interstate on-ramp, and so I'm going to throw it into, I'm going to throw my lockers in when I turn that corner to climb the hill. We're loaded, but when we go uphill, the liquid runs to the back of the trailer gets heavier, and the tractor drive tires that are moving the thing get lighter. So it's characteristic of what you work with. We had terrible high winds in Wyoming Friday and Saturday, and it blew some trucks over that were high cube, high van trailers, and I did real good that day. So you just have the characteristics of what you're dealing with the tractor and the trailer that you're driving, and it's different than they deal with. Tankers are nasty if you happen to roll one of them. I've never done that. Been fortunate and done well, and I guess they keep rolling though. That, from what I've read and understand about it, is they don't just lay on their side. They roll because they're round, and so you don't want that. You don't want to do that. Alright, I'm getting ready to turn this corner, and we'll see if we can get the front end to come around. I throwed in the locker. Let's get the front end to come in. The locker didn't lock. Okay, but let's put the hammer down. Hammer it. Keep her moving up the hill, up the hill. My locker failed. When I hit the button, it didn't go. We got good momentum. Let's keep it going there. We must have some frozen airline or some electric thing didn't take. But we don't have a locker today to work with. Something's unhappy there. Alright, there isn't going to be any traffic on the interstate here, from what I understand. I'm going to go up here to the Flying Fish Hook, the Flying J, and that's going to be clogged with trucks who are stranded here because of the road being closed, and that can be a real wallow on a day like today. Where there's no trucks up there, sometimes the truck stops get so packed you can't hardly get in, you can't hardly get out. So we're gonna go try that out. See here, we got about 35 out of it. And I think it would be a huge stopping distance right now. I couldn't stop you want to keep looking ahead real hard, because I don't think the truck can stop very good. So nobody's up in front of me, and so we're doing good. Nobody's behind me in the mirror either. So I need some. Maybe you saw in the video that I made that when I was starting the motor, that there wasn't very much. The windshield washer fluid was low, so we're gonna buy some diesel. Something's beeping here. We're gonna buy some diesel fuel. We're gonna buy some windshield washer fluid, and that can be real critical. I'll buy half a tank of windshield washer fluid. We're at the half full mark, so top it off, get everything in order here, and take care. I think a computer kicks the power divider out at 40. I'm not sure. It'll let you go 40 with the power divider. The power divider is like it's like you have another differential in your truck. You got a front differential for the front drive axle. You got there's a second drive axle and a tandem there, and it's got a differential in it too. See the sign there's flashing 80 closed. 80 closed right there. But they'll let me drive to this exit and stuff. There's a couple of exits here you can drive in between. 180, they'll let you drive. So they said north to Casper was closed also. You can go north 5 miles to all the exits for Cheyenne, I guess, before you come to the arm down, so you can get where you're going in town if you need to. We got a motorhome coming down around that corner. I gotta see how that's gonna work out. Nobody. There's a white car back there. He's going pretty gently, so I'm gonna go ahead and plan on merging in front of him. We'll go to the Flying Fish Hook. But the differential, and then you got what's called a power divider, and it decides which differential is going to get the power from the drive shaft. And then when you lock it in, then both differentials are getting power, and then that each differential has to decide which side is going to get power. So a locker locks it inside to side, so that front differential would be, the power divider would be locked in, so both differentials are getting power, and then that locker is a side to side, so that both wheels on both sides are getting power, and instead of one or the other. So gives you traction on more tires. More tires will be turning. So I don't know what we're doing with that. That locker didn't lock in for me on the hill. But I got up the hill all right. Worked out. I like having that locker there. Every tool that you have that can keep you moving, get you out, do a self-rescue or something is a good thing. And I don't have that one today. Maybe it's got a little ice in the line, or electrics, or it's electric over. I think it's got an air deal. The old ones always did. They changed things. I think this one is electric over air. Computer. I tell the computer I want it to work, and it has relays that kick in the. I like the old school mechanical, back to basics better myself, but there's a lot of good things to like on the truck too. Now this is a good place to spin out climbing this hill, because this is my exit for the truck stop. It's a little steeper at the top, and people go real slow and lose their momentum and stop here. So I got another truck ahead of me exiting, and it looks like the exit ramp is clear, so I don't want to stop on the hill. I want to drive right up here to the top. I may have to stop at the top, but hopefully it kind of levels up on the top before I get all the way up in there. So we'll get up in here and keep our momentum going. See how they treat me in here. Right over here at the exit ramp is the Wyoming Driver's License Examiner office, and it's closed today. But McDonald's is open. McDonald's worker can get to work. They're better drivers than the driver's license examiner people, evidently. They can get there. I haven't had much to say for a couple days here. I haven't posted a video in a couple of weeks here. We've had a lot of goings on in our family, good things and blessings and answers to prayer, and a lot to be thankful for, and just a very good time in our family the last week. And I hope you've had some good things go on in your family. It's been a rough old winter for us to get through it, but it's also been a time of blessing for us too. A lot of good things have come. We're very thankful in our house. And we're backing up here somewhere. I don't know what we're doing, but I got to stay back, so I don't know. Alright, the fuel islands aren't blocked. I've seen where it's so bad in here, the fuel islands even get blocked, and you can't even get to the fuel pump. It isn't as bad as I thought here for negotiating all of it. And I hope your coffee's holding out for you today. Let's see if we can't get up in here. I pulled up in here, it's probably been 10 years ago now, but I pulled up in here, and this pump fuel island right here, and I looked over, and the truck beside me said Billy Joe McKay, Milwaukee, Wisconsin on the door. And And I got out and I met Paul Sagehorn, and I said, "Truck driver, where'd you get that truck?" And he said, "Well, it's a rebuilt wreck of what's left of the BJ and the Bear truck from the TV show." He let me get up in the cab and look around, and my hand shook when I touched the wheel. It meant so much to me. And the actor that Everham had signed the sun visor, and I got up in the truck and looked around, and when we went to leave, we pulled out on the interstate together, and I followed him down the interstate, and I got to go trucking with the BJ and the Bear truck from the TV show. It meant a lot to me. Really liked all of those times. I'm that age where, that was a big deal. Well, I got my card ready. I got my ELD updated that I'm here buying fuel. And so I'm going to get out and do the fueling part here. Let's see here, the DEF, which is diesel exhaust fluid, looks almost completely full. I'm going to let that go. All right, let's buy some diesel fuel.